Hi, welcome Aries to your horoscope for July 2020. If you'd like to, please subscribe to my channel, Daniel Psychic, and don't forget to click on that bell so you can get notices for upcoming videos that I make. So first I'll get the astrology out of the way for you guys for Aries. Okay, we have the eclipse happening on the 5th of July, which you're going to be a lunar eclipse, so it's the moon. And that's actually going to be in your 10th house, in your career house. So this eclipse is all going to be about you getting further in your career, what you want out of your career, how you're going to go about it, what strategies are you going to be putting in place for that to happen. You can also, because it is the lunar eclipse, it can cause a bit emotional around this area of your life too. With the eclipse we had just today, I'm filming this in the 21st of June. So that can actually bring in the energy for the next 6 months, and that was a solar eclipse, and that eclipse would have been around your third or fourth house, so it would be to do with the family. So Aries, what else do we have for you this month? You've got Saturn is coming in, still going into retrograde along with the other planets such as Jupiter. We've also got Pluto and Mercury in retrograde, and Mercury is in retrograde, but that's going to stop on the 13th of July. So before the 13th, any contracts, please hesitate, do not sign them if possible. Try and hold that off until the 13th when it then starts going forward. And then we've also got Venus going back in direct, so that's no longer in retrograde for you. And then when I look at the chart, because you've got Mars is actually coming into your star sign, and it's there for the next 6 months. That is going to be a very powerful 6 months for you. Mars in your sign is going to bring about strength. It can also bring about argument, so you might find during the next 6 months you might get a little bit more angry than usual. It's going to be a time where it's like you're going to stand out a bit more. Some of you, you still have the Chiron in there, which can cause a bit of issues and stuff happening. But yeah, you've got Mars there in that first house. It's going to be just strength to strength. But you just try and keep on top of that temper of yours. In terms of other houses that we've got with other planets, Mercury, so you got the Venus, which is in your third house, so that can be a chance to spend some time maybe with siblings, sisters and brothers, and giving them a bit more extra love, a bit more extra tender care. We've got Mercury in your fourth house. You're going to find with that it might be time to do a bit more communication with the family, bringing them all together. Aries, this month is for you. It's just full on unexpected twists and turns. It's also, you might find that you're going to be a bit forgetful, where you'll be like, oh, why didn't I do this? I'm just a bit forgetful coming up, especially around the 10th of the month. It's also, I feel like this is maybe something that's happened in the end of June, but it's saying about leaving behind something, or it could be happening this month. This card came up, and it's like you're leaving behind something, and it's also you're conflicted about a situation where you just want peace, but it's a situation around you where you want to be resolved, that there's a standoff. There's two stubborn people there, which it's like the yin and yang, but it's just stubborn. It's like everything's split down there. It's like your world is sort of split in two. When I look at earnings for you guys, you do have in the astrology, shows a lot of stuff in your earnings. When we look at the career, and we look at money for you, it's going to just be a bit of a bang in the career. I can see it's going to be a chance of celebration, a chance of holding hands. It's going to be a chance for love in the career, where you're going to like what you do. It's like full speed ahead, but as I said, you can get a bit forgetful. So just try not to, sometimes with the Aries, you tend to move from the next thing without finishing the thing that you were already on. If you can, just try and finish it and then move on to the next thing. If you can do that, I feel like it's going to help you. But in terms of that, it's like in the career, it's going to start coming together a bit more. And I can see it with money situation where you're going to be leaving behind, where maybe it's like everything sort of isn't working your way. It's being tatters, but that's going to start to change, and it's about leaving that behind, and a new opportunity is going to start coming in, like a business opportunity. I feel like some sort of business prospect coming in your way. Then we've got down here with the earnings. I can see that there's been an underlayer of a situation where it's been a bit murky. You may not be able to see the situation, but I feel like it's coming in a bit better for you now. And then when we look at relationships, I feel like with relationships at this time for this month, good with friends. I feel like you guys have very intuitive friends. You like being around them. In terms of relationships, I do see a few arguments there. It's like a bit of a battle that's going on. And I can see that someone's trying to pull the wool over someone's eyes as well. There is a bit of emotions running high. There's also, it's like you're at a point where time will tell what's going to happen with this relationship. Will you be able to make it work, or will you not? There's emotions. I said emotions are running high. There's someone that's trying to play the martyr, where they're trying to play the poor me card, and it's time now that you're just saying, grow up, don't be like this, and you want to move forward. When I look at the family, it's about look, I feel like you're going to feel like a part of the family. It's going to be a bit of hard work, but they're going to want loyalty around them, or someone in, I think like this could be a sibling. They're going to want loyalty, but I think you might find that it could be a bit of hard work. But I feel like you'll get around it sometime. You know, this person might just need time out. And I think for them also, the situation that they're in, time is also running out for them, and it's almost like there's this sibling that you have, or this person around you is being controlled by something. But just as I said, I see Venus in your third house as a collective. So we'll say it's not going to be all that bad, but it's just going to be hard work. When I look at the wider family and your home, I do feel like some of you are going to be like thinking about contemplating moving house, or putting it for sale sign, or making some changes around the home. It's also, I don't know if some of you have been putting security cameras up, or it's like surrounding the home, like trying to protect it. I do see that in the cards for you. And it's like you're trying to undercover as well with you. So it's about letting go and letting things happen, I feel like, around to do that situation around the home. When we look at the other cards, do you feel like some of you guys are on a holiday, you want to get out, you want to get away? It's just not time yet, but it's a time to thinking about where it is you want to go. Also, I feel like some of you wanting to get more in line with maybe the planets, or learn more about astrology, or being more in tune with that. When I look at health, I do see a health situation that some of you may have, might be clearing up. It's like you're waving goodbye to it. So I will say, I also feel like it's good to be on water for this month. If you can get near a beach or get near water, I do feel like that will help you and help with your emotions for this month, because it might be running a bit high. As I said, I feel like you're going to be a bit of a hothead sometimes during this month. But yeah, so I'll leave it there for you, Aries. So thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, and don't forget to press that subscribe button. And I'll see you for next month for August.